Good morning, everyone. This is Dan with Sydney's Angels, and today we're going to be unboxing some raccoon tetras from Dan's Fish. Thank you so much, Dan's Fish, for holding these giveaways. It's very generous of you. I think a lot of people look up to you, especially the way that you treat your animals. Thank you to my friend who wishes to be anonymous for giving these to me. I really appreciate it, and I hope that we can watch them grow up together and hopefully breed them. This box is pretty small, actually, 7 by 7 by 6. And I'm going to be taking pointers as I open this because I don't know if there's anyone better at shipping fish than Dan. He's pretty dang good at it. So it's actually a pretty mild day today here in Illinois. I'd say it's about in the 50s, thunderstorming. Oh, remember when I said it was a mild day here in Illinois? I lied. It's hailing. Pretty big size hail too. Holy cow. Well, that sucks. I love opening fish. It feels like Christmas every time. I just love it. Getting fish in the mail is such a cool experience for me. Oh, and look what this says. It's always Christmas morning when new fish arrive. I literally just said that. That's so funny. I know that there's probably gonna be some a heat pack down here. Nice and toasty. Now, oh yeah, there's one looking really nice. Beautiful packaging too. I just love the way they package fish. There's two. No color, but not, well, I mean, obviously because they're in a shipping box. 3, and I think that's pretty common when you get fish in the mail. They're going to be stressed out. They're going to be pale. You give them a couple days. 4. God, these are cool looking. These are so cool. I know these are going to be awesome looking fish. 5. So far, so good. 6. I'll get you guys a close-up in a second. We're going to acclimate them, and hopefully they'll color up for us. And then we also got some banana worms, a culture. I've never cultured banana worms before. I don't know anything about it, but my friend sent me a couple videos, and I'm gonna learn. So I don't even know how to tell if they're alive or not. It looks good to me. I don't know what I'm really looking for, so I have to do a little more research. But hopefully get these going today too. Ooh, they're a little stinky. All right, let me get you guys a close-up of these. And I mean, good box. Honestly, it's very similar to the way I ship, which is no surprise because I kind of modeled my shipping, you know, after Dan's. But it looks like he's got maybe 3/4 inch styrofoam lining the box, nice and tight fitting. Single heat pack wrapped in a brown paper bag. I use newspaper, but same idea. And yeah, I'm very impressed with this. I like this size box, and they're obviously able to get away with such a small box because their packaging is so efficient. And Dan really does an awesome job packaging fish. Like, you know, he'll let them, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know this already, but if you watch some of his shipping videos like I have, he'll let them sit in these cups for a long time, and he'll keep changing the water until he's happy with how clean the water is. And I'm looking at this water, it looks pristine. There's really no poop in the bag at all. The fish looks healthy, looks happy. They're nicely labeled too, which when you're only getting one species, you know, that's going above and beyond. That's really cool. And I'm sure it has something to do with how they keep track of their stock, and you know, they have a real operation over there. I'll show you what these packages look like here. So it's a double bagged, I think it's a 4 mil bag, heat sealed, and then put in another 4 mil bag and heat sealed again with 100% oxygen. The body shape on these guys is really cool. Top to bottom, they're chunkier. And I can't wait to see the color. I saw the video Dan put out, and his picture also was probably the best picture on Google. And I'm just really excited to see how these guys turn out. But I mean, we're we're gonna see them color up, and I'm gonna give them lots of baby brine shrimp. So, all right, I've set up a tank. This tank right here has my mix of tap and RO water. So it's got a TDS of about 250 to 300, pH of about 8. It's at 78 degrees right now. The reason I'm doing this is I want to get them acclimated to my water that I'm going to be running through my automatic water change system. And then when it's time to breed them, if they need softer water, I can soften it slowly and try to match the parameters that they're looking for. So we're going to float the bags for 25 minutes, and then we'll come back. Okay, I'm going to go have some lunch with my two beautiful ladies, and in about 25 minutes, we're going to come and start getting them acclimated. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so they've been floating for about 25 minutes. Now it's time to put them in a bucket and acclimate them. So I'm just going to kind of gently dump them into this bucket. This is the way I've been doing this ever since I started keeping fish about 3 years ago. And another thing, a lot of times when you buy fish, you know, you kind of expect them to be really tiny, but these guys are not tiny at all. I don't think they get much bigger than this, but maybe a little bit, but I have to go back and watch the video again. But I'm pretty sure they stay rather, you know, small. And so these guys, if we load them up with some brine shrimp, maybe they'll breed for us sooner than later. But I've never bred tetras before, so it'll be a first time for me. So while we're waiting for that to fill up, I just want to talk about how I acclimate fish. There's lots of different ways to acclimate fish. My personal favorite method is I float the bag for 25 minutes. Then I do about a cup of water from the tank. Add it to the container that I've got the fish in. Wait 15 minutes. Do that again, so another cup of water. Wait another 15 minutes. And then I just scoop the fish out and with a net and put them in the tank. And that's usually, I mean, that's been working great for 3 years. I've never had any problems with that. More sensitive species, like I've noticed with saltwater, I'll do a drip acclimation. Same thing with shrimp, I'll do a drip acclimation. From what Dan said, these fish are pretty hardy, so I'm sure this method will work just fine. So let's do that now. So that water change brought my pH from 8.4 down to 7.9. And I think what I'll do is I'll do small frequent water changes just to bring their pH down a little more. I'm just guessing they're going to want soft water. Like these cory cats are pretty much the only fish in the fish room right now that are getting just RO water only. Everything else has been switched over to RO and tap. But I've got a feeling these guys are going to want soft water. So I just put a little bit of water in. I'm probably not going to put all this in. But I just kind of eyeball it. And I'll just wait 15 minutes and I'll come back and do it again. 15 minutes later, we're going to add another portion of water. We'll wait another 15 minutes and we'll put these guys in the tank. Alright, now that they've been acclimatized, which is a scientific term, I'm going to put them in a net and we're just going to gently place them in the aquarium and let them kind of get used to their new home. So, long term with these fish, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I think I'd like to put them maybe in a tank that we set up at work, which you guys haven't seen that yet, but it's really cool. It's a really cool tank. And right now I just got a bunch of white cloud mountain minnows in it. But I think these guys would look awesome. The only thing is I don't have a heater in that tank, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if these guys need a heater or, you know. So we'll let them settle in and get the lay of the land before we get a nice picture or video of them, but they seem like they're really happy so far. I mean, whenever fish come out of a bag with shipping, you know, it always takes them a minute to kind of adjust. But I can already start to tell that some of them are going to be pretty colorful, I think. This guy right here looks pretty, like he's got some nice color. I'm really excited to breed these guys. Or attempt to. So let's just close the lid so we don't get any jumpers. And once they get a little settled, I think we're going to give them some baby brine shrimp. And honestly, I think that's going to be the majority of their diet will be baby brine and other high quality dry foods, but mostly baby brine. So I'll give them some time to kind of get used to their new environment, and we'll come back in a little bit and see if they color up for us. By the way, when I was unboxing this, I realized I didn't know anything about banana worms. So luckily my friend sent me some videos to educate me on banana worms, because I do want to get more into like live cultures and live foods. And he's like, make sure that it's that they're alive. And I don't know if you can see, I'm sure you can, let me zoom in. Camera, enhance. Enhance. See those squiggly wigglies on the cup? There's tons of little banana worms in that culture. And I'm going to be doing a video on how to culture this, which is kind of ironic because I've never done it, so who am I to tell anyone how to do it? But I'm just going to follow Aquarium Co-op's directions basically. And I also want to let you guys know that Dan's Fish is going to be, they're going to start carrying live cultures. So I'm really excited to get into that because I have some fry that I think would really appreciate it. Like these Cory fry. Whoa. I don't think they're really ready to eat yet. They're not really super like active, like looking for food. I think Corys take a couple days when they hatch to kind of start looking for food. Again, not an expert on Cory cat fry. But this is my first time breeding Corydoras, so I could be totally wrong. I'm gonna have to go educate myself on this too. But there is some some banana worms in here, just in case. And I got a little bit of brine shrimp in there too. Figure it's not gonna hurt them. And I can throw a little fry powder in there when I see them get a little more active. But right now they're not really. They don't seem to be looking for food, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And my Cali Moisey rainbow fish, they're small, but they did give me some eggs. And when people say these eggs are eyeing out, that's what they mean. You see the eyeballs in those eggs? Another egg with eyes, another egg with eyes. I think there's one on the, on the surface or on the wall that's got eyes on it. So these will hopefully hatch pretty soon. Nothing in this one. This one's got a ton of CPD eggs, probably like 300 CPD eggs in here. I'm just getting a ton of CPD eggs. I know I've made a couple videos on how to like build egg traps for them. This is by far my favorite method, and this is by far the most effective method. So I'll tag this video on the top of this if you want to go check that one out after this video. I feel like we're getting a little off topic here, but just felt like showing that to you. Why not? So I'm checking in a week later after receiving these beautiful fish, and they're still doing phenomenally. Most of what they've been eating is live baby brine shrimp. So they've been having lots of live baby brine and also some dry foods, not too many. Mostly just extreme nano and live baby brine. The one dominant male is definitely starting to color up a little bit. They are a little shy, but they're getting more used to me. And you can see right now I'm doing a water change, so I'm going to start giving them water changes with osmosis water, getting the water a little softer. And then I'll be bringing in this false bottom. If you're interested in how I made this, I'll link a video on the top of this video right now. They'll lay eggs on top of this. The eggs will go through the grate, and they won't be able to eat the eggs. So I think I'll keep the moss in there. I might dim the lights a little bit, and we'll see if we get any eggs out of these guys. But I have a feeling they might still be a little too small to breed. I don't know. I guess I've never bred Tetras, so I have no idea. But I just want to stop and say that, you know, in my short but sweet time in this hobby, I've experienced so much generosity. Like, these fish were given to me. I've received shrimp for free. I've received rainbow fish for free. I've received plants. Just so many different things. So many different kinds of fish. This community is awesome. Not only my subscribers, but pretty much the whole aquarium community. I've met a lot of really cool people. And yeah, I'm just very grateful for being able to have the privilege to work with these fish, and thankful for everything that I've been given. And you know, at this point I feel like I can't possibly give back as much as I've already received, but it is inspiring. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great week, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye bye.